doesn't get low enough, darn it. Trying to find a place to set y'all up. I'm not doing a very good job of it. I know it's a weekday. There probably won't be nobody in here, but that's alright. Made me feel better. Hey, somebody's up in there. Trying to get my mount off the back window here because it does not do what I want it to do. It shows the back window and half the hatch of the car, and I don't want that. I can't get the suction cup off here. It'd be live right now. She gonna try and get that suction cup off there. Yeah. It's undone already. It's a motherfucker, I'm telling you. They're not really suction cups. It's like glue, man.
Hang on a second.
And it doesn't work there, so.
I got it.
Window.
I got it. Oh! It's glued on there.
No, it's like glue. I don't know if I should stick it on temp or not. I mean, I was thinking about putting it here.
Yeah. Alright, well, since he got you guys on live, we'll go ahead and just take you down, show you what we're working with. Hold on, flip you around. Alrighty. Hey Vanessa, how are you? Oh, sorry about the shaky picture. I really need to get one of those stabilizing wands. I'm working on it. So, I've had whiting on this one. Like, I mean, as soon as I, like, reel it in. So, let's see. So, yeah, I've had a whiting on this one, like, as soon as I get into town. So that's our buddy Lance's dog. So we met him a little over a year ago now. He helped us reel in, or well, he recorded us reeling in a shark. And that's how we met him down here on the beach. It's a very good puppy. Alright, well, I'll creak on this one real quick, so bear with me. I need both hands, kind of. Crank that down a little. Release the line. Alrighty. Oh, that's good, probably. So.
This one here just went slack a little bit.
Yep.
I don't know if that's the waves or.
I don't know. Actually, hold on here. I'll let you do your thing.
I can't see good enough to do my thing. That's why some things are done better in the dark. Oh, I can't see who's in here. Sorry, guys. Hard to read this phone during the out in the sun. She's checking that rod. With had a lot of little fish robbing her. I'm way back from the beach right. I'm way back from the beach right now, but here in a little while, the water will be way up there. This will become the first gut. All I caught in it last night was catfish. We've got this guy out there about 400 probably. Went 600 at least yesterday, maybe 7. I have my line change color every 500 yards. It changes here somewhere. I don't want to pull down on it. Anyway, I got cut off last night, and I estimated I lost about 100 yards. And so we're out there around 400. She got robbed again.
Yeah, they got me.
Them little fish are just loving that shrimp. Sorry, we hadn't been putting up enough, we haven't been putting up too much content, but it's been so bright, and we've been kind of just trying to get our act together and everything down here. By the time we get our act together, it's time to go back to work. We've got the Avid T-Rex 80 3-speed. We've had a very poorly filleted red snapper on that for bait, and it was a big fish when it was alive. 20 pounds probably. It was a good 10-pound bait. I wanted to go smaller bait, but I took what they had, and that was the smallest of the red snapper, and supposedly that's what they're hitting on. So if we get a sandbar, you know, I'd like to see a big sandbar shark up in here today. It'd be sweet. Here we've got the EXW. It's also an Avid EXW 80. That's a 2-speed reel. That there's the T-Rex with the quad drag. I have not brought a fish in on that reel yet, so hopefully we will here someday, but we shall see. Oh, let's see if I can see comments, guys. Let me get the shade here. Who all's up in here? Chime in if you can. I know a lot of times I watch on TV and you can't say nothing, so. And I'm still having a hard time, but it looks like Kojak. What's up, Kojak? Thank you for coming in. We caught one 3-foot black tip yesterday, and we did not have a camera ready or going or anything. We didn't have anything ready. We're pretty much amateurs learning, so hey, we're getting it together. We got a bunch of little whiting in the first and second gut here, just robbing us blind on bait. Got one shark rig out, about 400 yards. I got cut off last night, so I estimated about where I got cut off and dropped it there today. Yeah, it looks like I'm an awful long way from the water, but we're at low tide now. The tide was about 20 feet from my car last night. Yeah, we can have our cars on the beach here. Hey, Kojak, we've got the cast out shark leader. She's standing, you know, shark rod. She's by now. That's just a cast out. We've got a really big shrimp on that one. That's what we caught our black tip on yesterday. In about the same area, probably the same rod, but it was a big shrimp on that one. The rod that's on top of the car, we've got that's got a big red snapper on it that somebody did a really poor job filleting. I had stingray out all night and nothing touched it. And then we had a swim through at about 8:30, 9 o'clock, and so I just reeled that one in. It was too foggy to kayak out. Appreciate y'all coming in. Sorry I'm having a hard time reading these names on here. The young guys are out there fishing. Yeah, here comes the young eyes now. I did make out Kojak on there. Really appreciate you coming in. Really nice day down here today. The water temperature is about, I believe they said 65, which is getting cool. The air temperature is probably 75, maybe 78 degrees. Got a pretty decent haze out. It was really foggy this morning. When I kayaked out, it was super foggy. The only way I knew which way to go back was follow the waves. It was a little eerie, but it was fun. Yeah, Kojak, the weather is super nice. You know, we're mainly targeting sharks, and they're kind of scarce this time of year. Farther south, if I went farther south, South Padre Island maybe, there's more shark activity down that way where the water's a little warmer still. But that's like another extra 2-hour drive. This is already a 4-hour drive for us. That's why we set up and camp out on the beach. So, I mean, once I set up, I'm just not moving around everywhere. I picked a nice spot with a lot of cochina on the beach and a lot of sand flea holes. Forget what those little crabs are called, but they call them sand fleas. Catch a lot of pompano on the sand fleas and stuff. The guys right down from me are pompano fishing. They kind of cleared out. They had about 10 rods out here a little while ago. They picked up a few pompano. I wouldn't mind having a big one for shark bait, but yeah, Kojak, I know you come in from Kayak Dangler's page, and man, I really appreciate you coming in here. South Padre Island, Texas is where a friend of mine is fishing this week, and he's having lots of little shark activity down there. What time is it here? I don't even know. Why is my key on again? Who keeps turning my key on? I don't understand it. Make sure my car still starts, because somebody's been turning my key on somehow, leaving it on. But how's the weather where you're at this time of year, Kojak? Looked like it's a little cool when the kayak dangler's out there fishing. What's his name anyway? Is it Jamie? Alright, mechanic lady, who is also part of Wartime Fishing, is baiting her a hook here.
Look at me, I'm a big girl.
Pull the head off. Yeah, baiting her own hook. See if she can get anything hooked up. I've been baiting it, and they've been robbing me blind, so what happens now? Yeah, I thought it'd be getting cold there about now. Well, here in Texas, South Texas, our winter is a little touch and go. Sometimes we get bad winters and sometimes we don't. I don't think we're gonna have much of a winter this year. It doesn't look like it. The jet stream's up high, keeping the cold weather more in the central part of the U.S. So we get a good chance of some cold weather through February, and then it'll be touch and go. It'll be cold one week and hot another week. Yeah, not real fun being this far from the water. I'd like to move my car, but it's when I've got my rod rack on the roof, it's kind of a pain just to move the car. Because the tide's coming back in. The water's going to be 20 feet from the car here in about 3 hours. Alright, here she goes. It's got a big old ball of mess of shrimp on there. We'll see what happens. If she catches a fish like that, I'll be down with it. Yeah, Kojak, we'd like to get some nice fish too. I think we're in as good a spot as we can really get to set up on. The birds have been working offshore pretty good in the first, second gut, third gut. Yeah. Pelicans were working yesterday where I dropped my baits. The activity's a little sparse for what we're fishing for. We've been catching small whiting and some catfish, hardheads today. That's all we've done today. Really, that's what we did yesterday too. We had that one little black tip shark, which we harvested, the black tip. That's going to be Christmas dinner. They have to be 2 feet long to keep them, and he was right at 3 feet, so he's in the cooler. Yeah, Kojak, that's kind of, I look for the birds working, and when I'm kayaking bait out, I look for a rip, like right there. It's real smooth out there on that third set. I look for a rip to go out to help me get past those breakers. And today is really calm. I'm wanting to take another bait out on this other rod before the day is over, and that'll sit out there all night. Hopefully something will hit it 2, 3 in the morning. Who knows? It's a little hazy, but it is a beautiful day. This is typical December weather for South Texas. January and February can get pretty bad though. We'll be back down here next month for my birthday. And if all goes well, we'll be back next month for my birthday. Yeah, we're really trying to get set up to do some tournaments this year. Some shark / redfish / whatever other tournaments they got going on. Sharkathon finished up, I don't know, I think in November or October, end of October, I think. Sharkathon, I think the shark winner was 20 grand, and it was only a 7'9" shark. Thank you, Kojak. Appreciate y'all a lot, man. I thank you for sharing my channel when we're up on there on Kayak Danglers too. That helps me a lot. I'm just a little small channel, but we're trying to come up a little bit, and like I said, we're gonna hit some of these tournaments next year. And we start catching some big fish, people, our name will get out there. I've never done any fishing tournaments. I know there's a lot of politics and crazy stuff that goes on with them. Hey, Kayak Dangler. Hey, we were talking about you, but it was all good. Mechanic lady got robbed already. Yep. Yeah, like I was telling Kojak there, we're gonna try and do some tournaments and stuff this year. Mostly for shark, but they do redfish and black drum and other things also. Appreciate you coming in, KD. Are you gonna go out fishing today? Are you going out today, KD? Are you fishing today? Yeah, I've been rigging, kayaking, and casting all day. We kind of failed on the video stuff, but here we are. I kayaked out 600 to 700 yards yesterday. Got cut off on one rod about 8:30 last night. Caught a small black tip yesterday. We harvested that guy and put him in the cooler for Christmas dinner. Yeah, I'll bet those conger are a pretty good fight when they get big. Oh. She's rigged up and going back out. My feet are already getting sunburned and my ears too, so I'm hiding just a little bit. Sitting in the front seat of my car. We can drive on the beach here. Yes, sir. We kayaked out 600 to 700 yards yesterday. I kayaked out today. Let's go up on top. Y'all want to see a view. Let me get my shades. I'm not going to see y'all's comments, guys, when I get out there. I just can't see it. I need a bigger screen. But we're going to go up on top here and let y'all see the view. But yeah, I've got this Avid here. That's the quad drag 3-speed. It's got 2,000 yards. 500 yard, 200 pound top shot, and the rest of it's 130. I've got 4 different colors on there, so I know around how far I am out. And this is my other big one. I don't have it out right now, but we're gonna kayak it out here in a little while. But that's a EXW 80 2-speed. I can't remember what that rod is right there. I bought it used for 200 bucks. That rod there I bought used, that's a Barrett. I believe it's an 80 to 150 class. It should handle that. It should handle that reel no problem. But yesterday I went out about 650, 700 and got cut off. So today I pulled it in some. We only went out about 400. Better turn the clicker back on, shouldn't I, huh? Oh, did have it on. Okay. Yeah, I wish I could read that stuff, guys. I just cannot see your comments. I'll have to go back later and look at it on that big screen. Yeah, we're up on top of the car here, so you can see for miles. It's kind of hazy and foggy out there, though. It gets pretty eerie when you can't see shore. We've got these guys down here fishing. There was about 10 rods out earlier. They had some pompano action going on. The only reason I want to catch some pompano would be for shark bait. But the beach goes for miles. I don't know if y'all can see the jetties down there. It's called Packery Channel. That's one of the channels that goes in from the Gulf. This is the Gulf of Mexico. Excuse me, the Gulf of America now. Yep. Sorry about that. I misspoke. But man, I need to get my cot tent up here set up. That way I can just sleep up here at night. I've got a Suburban, Chevy Suburban that I'm building for. Okay, hey, sorry about that. My phone tried to update for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, we got a bunch of birds down this way, just hanging out on the beach. They're not doing nothing. They're not hunting. They're not doing anything right now except looking for cochina. Cochina is a teeny tiny, I don't know if you know what it is, just a teeny tiny little shell and an animal in it, and they're kind of neat. They bury themselves down. When the tide came in last night, all these little hills out here on the beach, those are the cochina down in there, and the tide washed them up, so they were all on top of the sand. And I'll try to get some video tonight if we can of them burying themselves back in the sand. It's pretty cool. Well, I'm gonna hand the phone off here to the mechanic lady. She's been doing a lot of the casting and stuff, and I'm gonna come down off the roof here.
Alrighty.
No jack and kayak danglers in there.
Alrighty. Well, I have people overseas. I have a sister and a nephew that live in Dunedin, New Zealand, and I have an uncle that lives in Australia now, and so yeah, it's yeah, kayaking. No, it is. Yeah, it's amazing out here. It's definitely the best part of Texas, in my opinion. So, and yeah, it's nice and flat out here today. So Ralph didn't have a whole lot of problems going out with kayak. So kind of think that the tide's coming back in. Got a lot of little seagulls out here, and when I was walking out, I noticed there was some pelicans that were just past that third wave. So that's always good when you see the birds. So if the birds are there, that means the bait fish are there. So, let's see what this one's doing. Up a little bit. I'm willing to bet that my bait's already robbed off of this one. So they have been going for the shrimp pretty hard. Let's see what's on that one. Anyway. Yeah, so the kayak we actually got off of Facebook. It's where we got both of our kayaks. Actually, we have two of them. We have two of the ocean kayaks, and we got them off of Facebook. So one of them we got from a guy that his wife just didn't want a kayak, and the other one we got from a really nice lady who was big into outdoorsy stuff. So well, so I weighed out about up to my waist, or just over my waist, mainly because I am not a very good caster yet. I'm still learning, and but being able to get out that far is not too hard. So I mean, it slopes pretty nice out here, and then it's got a pretty good drop off. So casting out that far is really not all that difficult if you're willing to get a little bit wet. So yeah. Right. So Ralph's got our new reel in a case.
I bought a new reel that we need to learn how to use because I haven't cast this is an Avid LX Raptor, and I don't know if I'm the bird nest king, but I'm damn sure a prince.
I did pretty good too, tangling it up. Not as good as Ralph did, but I did alright.
Yeah, so that's going to take a little more time and some more practice to get into that. So I can't spend my whole day messing with backlashes today, so it's going to get put up for now. We will go to the park and we will learn to cast this thing.
Yeah, eventually we're gonna.
You put bait on it and you cast it out and you got a backlash and you get a big bite. What do you do? You're screwed, you know. So there's no sense taking that chance today.
So yeah, we got more learning to do, but that's all part of the fun. So all right, I'm willing to bet that I got robbed again. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip this around, and
that's why I put the chair down there so you can.
Oh, let's see. Kojak wants to see the reel again.
Which one?
This green one. So let me.
It's got the magnetic cast control. And I mean, I know what I did wrong. I mean, it went through the air fine, but when it slows down, it overran. So when it hit the sand, I didn't get on the spool quick enough. But it's just going to take some practice. With the lever drag, I forget what kind of drag these Raptors produce, but this reel can bring in an 8 or 9 foot shark without a problem, and it fits in the palm of my hand.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people catching big fish on these reels. I may kayak it out, so what I ought to do is just yak it out. Since I can't cast, I'll yak it out. But it's got 500 yards of hollow core, 80 pound on it. And I've got 100 yards up top, and then we've got 300 yards of pink in the middle, and then 100 yards of red on the bottom. So we can kind of keep track of where we're at if we're getting spooled. Anything else?
No, we got looks nice, very nice.
Yeah, when I can cast it and
Right? Isn't he pretty?
what?
Oh, he said looks nice, very nice. I said, yep. Isn't he pretty?
I don't think they're that kind of guys.
I thought it was funny. So, told you all your jokes ought to be better than mine. So, actually, I got a good one the other day. So, what do you call a woman in heaven? An angel. So, what do you call a group of women in heaven? It's a park of angels. And what do you call all women in heaven? Peace on earth.
Yeah, she's always got the jokes. Yeah, I know people that can cast that reel on, like a 13-foot rod with a good backbone. I mean, I know people that can cast that reel 600 feet, and if I can just get 120, 130 yards, that'd be good with me. If I can step up to what they're doing, some of these guys are in competition, and one of them likes to use his everyday reel, and he can cast, nearly 600 feet with these things, and that's a pretty good cast. Like I said, I'd be happy with 100 to 150 yards. 300-400 feet be good for me. I deal with Hard Life Bait and Tackle down here in Corpus Christi. He's got tons of Avid reels in stock. He'll ship anywhere in the world. Good honest, hard-working guy. All the rigs I'm using today came from Hard Life Bait and Tackle. He makes all his rigs and leaders in-house, all his weights in-house. And let me tell you what, those spider weights will test your reel and let you know if you got a reel or not. He does some pretty heavy duty shark fishing. Let's see, I'm gonna set y'all up right here. She's baiting her hook again. I probably need to go help. I'm gonna pour me another cup of coffee as I can. Good tea one day. The girls down the road here at the store like me, I guess. They let me fill up my cups and my thermos and don't charge me. I don't know why. I'm just normal, nice. I'm nice to everybody until they give me a reason not to be. I don't think everybody should be that way. A little bit of honey. A little bit of honey and we're good to go. Yeah, during the week is probably not the best time to do these kind of things for a live, but we busted our butt last week in the shop and we got robbed on the big rod too. She have to pay better attention to that stuff. All right, I'm gonna go rig up at the 8. I'm gonna do a half a whiting. We're gonna do a half a whiting on this cast out shark rig.
Okay, yeah, hold on, I'm fucking.
All right, guys, hold on a second.
Sorry, I did not do that. Thank you.
Sorry about that. At least I faced you up at the sky, though. Instead of down at the ground.
That was a good view.
Right? Instead of down at my water bottle. Oh, man. Let's see here. Let me get back where I can read this stuff. What's up, Hurting? Hurting for sturgeon. Man, y'all go check this guy out. This guy catches big sturgeon all the time.
Hey, is Country in?
No, I don't see Country. I can read now since I'm in the shade. We had all kinds of people in here earlier.
Right. Well, if All Things Country comes back in, ask him what part of Friendly France he's from. I forgot to.
Yeah, Hurting. I'm gonna turn y'all around. Y'all don't want to look at me. I caught a 3-foot black tip yesterday, and that one's in the cooler. We want shark for dinner for Christmas, and that's what we're gonna have. I've got one rod out about 400 yards right now. Today we've just caught, that's all we've caught today is whiting. Yep. Caught several early. The guys down the way here, the pompanoing, they had a bunch of rods out earlier and they caught a couple pompano. I'd like to have one for shark bait. I don't know if you still in there Hurting. You hadn't seen the whole rig, I don't think. This is my low budget rig. I am gonna get up your way one day, Hurting, and catch some of them sturgeon with you. I said most people are working still, but yeah, the tide's coming in. I might either have to kayak out or go drag it up here a little closer. Oh, walk back out here. Yeah, the tide is coming up. The water came up last night to here. There I am about, I don't know, 25 feet. Got the rod rack on top. We got a shark fishing flag because people seem to be oblivious to the fact that you've got really big gear put way out with a kayak. You got to be going for big fish. What kind of big fish we got in the Gulf of America? Well, we got sharks. Bunch of different kinds of sharks. This time of year is a little bit thinned out. Hoping that we can catch some sandbars, but probably not. It's a little slow. But yeah, here in about 3 or 4 hours, 5 hours maybe. I haven't even looked at the tide chart. 4 or 5 hours, this will be the first gut. Tide's going to come up exactly like it did last night. I pay attention to that stuff. And it will be up in this same range right here. Little breeze has got a little cool to it with the sun behind the clouds. I don't know, this is alright here still, it ain't going nowhere. I flex sealed over the rod holders. That took care of my water intrusion. I repaired the holes. There was a seat bolted down in here. I repaired those holes. This is a different kayak than I brought last time. The other one, when I got knocked off, it broke this piece. I didn't have the stuff to repair it, so I've got a spare kayak for that reason. We usually bring both, but we decided to just lighten the load this time. We don't have the kids with us or nothing. They like to try getting past the waves. They see the old guy do it and they think it's easy. I got news for you, it ain't easy. I've been out there and if you time it right, you can get out there, you know, no problem. But I'm still learning all this, but I did set up in a decent spot, maybe not perfect. I don't know if there is a perfect spot. The structure and everything changes as the day goes by. But yeah, this will be the first gut in a few hours right here. You can see where the water came up to last night. This line's where it came last night. This line's where it came the night before. All the way up to right in there. Everywhere you see the weed. Yeah, we've got a tent set up for all our gear. All our gear goes in there, clothes, coolers, everything out of the sun. And then we've got the back of her car set up for sleeping. Got an air mattress that fits back here. We take turns sleeping because you can't just pass out and leave this stuff up. We ran a bait all night last night. Got cut off on one of them. Yep. Cow nose stingray sat out there untouched. Yeah, hurting. The truth is, new vehicles don't turn me on at all. Like, I've been a mechanic since 1988 for a living, and I've had my new vehicles over the years. You know, I had a 95 Impala SS I brought brand new, and that was a pretty nice car, and I should have kept it. But anyway, you know, things go on. But there ain't a new truck on the market, honestly, that I would spend the money that they're asking for. I will rebuild something that's older and more durable. These new cars are made to fail. And I've been in the business for 40 years. I know what it's about. And every year they make them cheaper and cheaper and more expensive. And now they're going to do 15-year loans so everybody can afford a new car. That's a bunch of crap. Yeah, nothing touched it, man. I mean, it was absolutely untouched. Yeah, my little Subaru's a 98. Her little Subaru's a 99. They're really repairable cars. I've got a 2010 Chevy Crew Cab, 3/4 ton. That the transmission's out of right now. But it's 2-wheel drive, and this little car will take me anywhere I want to go. I do have a Suburban that I'm working on, so we can carry everything in one rig. And have a huge platform on top. Get into some tournaments and stuff this year, hopefully. But it's an 88 Suburban. It's nothing new. You couldn't melt and pour me in a new car. If somebody gave me one, I'll drive it to the ground and then they're junk. Oh hell, I got a sandwich being delivered, guys. Isn't that special? Mechanically to the rescue. Y'all don't want to hear me chewing. Maybe she can find a place to set y'all up. Let you watch the leaves.
Sure, I can find something. Hey, Aaron, how are you doing? Just a big skate, didn't at least pick up. Yeah, got some birds going on over here. Okay, so far solid as hell. You know what? I mean, if you take care of them, you know, I mean, if I can get everybody on a preventative maintenance schedule, I wouldn't have an issue with anybody in town. But yeah, so I had a 2015 Dodge Journey that I got to 314,000 miles before I blew the engine up in it. And yeah, no, you can get them to last if you really want them to. So I'm bring kayak up just a little bit. Just don't want it floating away. Turned into a lovely day. Are you using a synthetic or a blend or an original or a conventional? Sorry, I had to think of the word for a minute. Okay, yeah, if that's what's been in it the whole time, then yeah, that's the way to go. Just stay with what you got. And yep, if you got a good shop that does kind of what we do, so we do a vehicle look over at every oil change. You know, it's like, I mean, we've already got it on the lift, you might as well. So we'll spin the tires and listen for wheel bearing noise, and you know, just take a good look underneath and grease everything. And that's definitely the way to go. You can for sure keep a vehicle alive. I mean, we drive vehicles from the 90s. So actually it was pretty funny. My mom, I went to go pick my mom up from the airport a couple weeks ago. She came in. My son and his band had made the state marching band competition, so she flew in to go watch that with me, and picked her up at the airport. It was late at night. We stopped at a Whataburger after we left the airport, and she was outside walking her dog. She's got a little gremlin dog, and she called me. I was sitting inside, and she calls me. She's like, and I told her, hey, I'm coming, you know, because I saw that she was standing next to my car, and she goes, well, just hit the button. Like, it's a 99, Ma. There is no button. So, cars can last. You take care of them. It is quite peaceful out here today. I'm pretty sure that all these birds are waiting for me to throw them some nuts. So. Yep. Ground wires are an issue, especially if you're anywhere up north. So, I am actually originally from northern Wyoming, so I know quite a bit about the salt issue. Yep. Yep, way up north. So, are you a salt state at all? I don't know. So, Wyoming switched to caliche not too long ago. Yep, 99% of electric issues are a bad connection. So, they make this stuff. It's an anti coast is only. Oh yeah. So yeah, you're even if they don't put salt on the roads, you still got salt in the air. So yeah. So, they make this stuff. I'll have to send it to you next time I get on one of your lives. I'll let you know what it's actually called, but it's an anti-corrosion liquid, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of a paste, but it comes in a quart jar. It's really expensive. It's like I don't know. It's like $60 for a quart of this stuff. But it's made for battery terminals. Actually, it's used on airplanes for anti-corrosion. Oh, buddy. So I got my buddy dog here. Just showed up. So anyway, but. Yep, they, oh, you're good, Lance, no worries.
Sorry.
So, but yeah, we put it on battery terminals to, help with the corrosion and stuff, and, the green stuff that grows on it, you know, that you have to get off with, baking soda. I don't know if these guys are catching anything anymore or not. I think they're fishing specifically for pompano. I have no idea what's in the buckets. But there's a ton of seagulls down there. know what, Sturgeon? At least you know the basics. So, I am a mechanic. My father is a mechanic. My sister recently bought a car, and I told her to pop the hood and send pictures of her engine because I was curious if she had gotten a turbo or not. And she told me she didn't know how to open the hood. So, you know, at least you know the basics. There's some people out there. Actually, we ran into some kids at a gas station in Denver that didn't know how to put air in their tires. So, it could get worse. Trust me, it could get worse. But yeah, no, any mechanic questions, man, you go ahead and let us know. So, email for us is, oh yeah, no, they are totally doomed. So, our email is wtfishing.tx@gmail.com. So, I'll go ahead and put it in the description at some point in the, but yeah, that's our email. So yeah. If you have any mechanic questions, man, let me know. We'll help you out. But yeah, they are. So, my son actually just took like a college course, or I don't even know what it was. It was like kind of for career day, and it was like a test, you know, kind of to show where you're supposed to be. And yeah, he scored like 87% for mechanical reasoning, I guess, which is hysterical because he does not like to be dirty. He was one of those kids. So he wants to be an airline pilot. So, but yeah, no worries, man. Ralph's got 40 years of knowledge, and I grew up in the motor pool on Army bases. So, you know, like I said, my dad's a Class D diesel mechanic. He works for Caterpillar up in Wyoming. So, diesel questions, I gotcha. And Ralph's got, actually, he's one of the few people in the Lakey area that can do points on a carburetor. So most people don't even know what that is anymore. So yeah, he can still do points and fuel injection and all of that kind of good stuff. So, just dump my trail mix on the ground. Yeah, common sense is good. Oh!
7-ounce weight. Hard life bait and tackle.
7-ounce weight from Hard Life Bait and Tackle. And
Most of a mullet.
and a chunk of mullet. So.
You want to catch it?
Alright, well I guess I'm gonna go get wet real quick. So I'm gonna hand the phone back over to Ralph. Sturgeon and I were talking about his car. Gave him our email for wartime and told him to call us. Email us.
Yeah, no worries. We try to help. Oh. Yeah, this is gonna be way out pretty soon if I don't get this rod holder. She likes going out to cast, so I let her do it. What are you gonna do? I was gonna walk out there about knee deep, hope it didn't splash up my shorts, you know what I'm saying? Oh, over the top of the line. You went over. She went over the big one. Pretty sure you went over the big one. I'm pretty sure you went over the big.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure you went over the big one.
I don't think so.
I 100% think so. Watch your fucking tongue.
Oh,
Just reel it in a little bit and look at it and see if it did. If it did, we'll just go over it here and put it on the other side.
All right, well, let me walk out.
Why are you? I don't want to cut either one of them, but I really don't want to cut my deep drop because there's a bunch of money hooked on the end of it. Oh man. Well, I guess it's not. Sure looked like it went over it from here. I don't know. I still don't believe it. I don't know why she walks towards my big stuff. She seems to do it every time. I try not to say too much. She's having fun. I just don't want nothing getting cut off when we can avoid it. Sorry, I can't see y'all's comments, guys. I see somebody saying something there. I just can't. I can't see it. No? Sure looks like it from here.
Yeah, no, but when I walk out there and I'm holding both of them, this one's going off that way, this one's going off that way. I can't walk in. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, hold you guys over here. I don't think I got crossed. Everyone else says I did, but I don't think I did. I don't think I did. At least you can build a house, Sturgeon, man. I really suck at building things, honestly. So. I think so. I mean, I can reel it back in and go back out. I don't have a problem doing that.
We'll find out eventually. I mean, it's hard to tell. I lose that other one out there. Just,
Yeah, it's hard.
I don't want to. Doesn't really matter if you do it now or when you catch a fish, babe.
Well, might as well do it now.
All right. So you're gonna pull it back in just to satisfy me. It looked like it went over it from here. But I think the line had a little slack in it from the wind, so it looked like it went over it, although it really didn't. So mine is going, it's going straight out that way. 400 yards. And I'm gonna go ahead and take the gold one out here in a minute before I wuss out. and I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna yak out from here, and we're out here right now. I'm gonna go way over there, try and get them separated. See if we can hit a different hole, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, she didn't go over it. It was my imagination. But that would screw up, you know, it's been unproductive so far. Well, that didn't last long. I might figure out a way to make those mullets stay on there a little better.
I either threw it too hard or I got robbed.
Yeah, something happened. So. Oh man, we got people always like to pull up when you're sharking. The Forerunner or whatever it is over there just pulled up. This guy Lance I met here a year or so ago when I was down here by myself. My first little shark I caught, he pulled up, took a picture. All right, let's see. I'll let her read comments and talk, and I will figure out a way to keep this on the hook.
Alright? Alright. Okay. Ugh, gotta take my glasses off. Let's see what's here. It'll be peace of mind. Okay, I might have missed something, but yeah. Oh, I was getting us a good chunk of bait up
A little
here.
whiting.
Yep.
We'll put the tail section on.
So we're gonna get it cut up and get on. I don't know if YouTube will let me post him cutting up a dead fish or not. So we'll we're gonna change it over. Alright, I think I'm hooked up. This you got some. Yeah, no, he's yeah, no, Ralph's got that like elastic stuff. So yeah, no, he's gotten it. So I just I'm not exactly that sure if YouTube will let me show dead animals or not. So they seem to be pretty picky about their stuff. So I try to keep it under.
You got spectators.
Oh. Oh, it is so lovely out today. So, we had some man-o-wars up on beach here. I know there's a couple of them that are down beach. The Portuguese man-o-wars, they're like a type of jellyfish, and like they're mean. They follow you. Wash my bag of trail mix, got all nasty. So wash my trail mix off. My bird food. First time that we were out at the beach, I bought some Cajun trail mix and some other stuff, or some pecans, and ended up shaking them all over and feeding the birds. So, all right.
I got it in there a little bit different, and I bait elastic it on there. So we'll see.
We'll see what happens. All right. So I guess I'm heading back out. Thank you. That's it.
This is the reel that Hurtin' for Sturgeon donated last year for a Christmas drawing. That is a Penn Pursuit 4
800?
8000 series.
8,000
surf reel.
40 pounds?
This thing does really well. I like both of my Pursuit 4s. I've got a 3000 series on that little rod that Mechanic Lady throws all the time.
Yeah, but I do much better with the big rod.
She'd like to trade in the short rod for the big rod. So yeah, that's we probably got that ugly stick overloaded a little bit. I think it's only rated for 6, maybe, I don't know. But it's got 7 and bait. I don't think you can break them. Oh man, somebody got a long comment and I can't see. I mean, I can't even see where she is on this screen here. I don't know if my camera's dirty. Oh, what'd she do there? That's a crazy cast. I don't think it went as far as she wanted it. Kind of hard when you let it drag in the water behind you to get a really far cast, but sometimes she surprises me. She's getting stronger the more we come do this. We weren't very far out when we picked up that little black tip yesterday, so the juveniles come up in the shallow waters this time of year and feed. We were hoping to get into some more of those little guys. We can keep one each per day. I would keep one more if we caught, depending how big it is. I mean, I don't want to keep a really big one. I'll keep another juvenile though, 3-4 feet long, maybe 5. I'll bet if I caught a 5-footer, I could get Albert down here to have black tip on the beach. Get him and his wife and kid down here. Oh, man, let me set it here where I can see. Sorry for the dinging, I got stuff charging. All right, Hurtin', I'm reading that comment there. Run the hook right behind the head and make the point of the hook curve out the top of the head. Yeah, these whiting, their heads want to come off real easy, so yeah, the way you're talking about it might take care of that problem. Yeah, I put that tail on there pretty good. I don't know, I dicked around, didn't do the first one right, I guess. But we'll see what's up. Yeah, Mechanic Lady reeled in the little shark yesterday. I'm due for a big one up top. That's what I want. I want to be up top. I want to hear that avet start screaming. Yeah, that elastic bait wrap is something else, man. I don't know how them pompano are sucking the damn shrimp out from between it. They're just... Like I said, I don't really care about the pompano, except it would be good shark bait. Let's see if my stuff's charged. My headlight's charged. I gotta think about this before it gets dark. We got to get some good lights. We don't really have any good lights. We're gonna put up some. My friend here that stopped by, I guess he's gonna camp out here tonight too. He's a boondocker. Yeah, it would be awesome hurting. I guarantee you, Albert is really hurting to eat some shark, man. He is like dying for some shark. So if I catch me a 4 or 5 footer, I am gonna call him and tell him we're cooking on the beach. I've got a stainless grill with me. We've got a way to make fire.
Everybody, my awesome seashell?
Oh, I didn't show her the awesome. She found this awesome seashell earlier. She walked down the beach, picked up trash earlier. It's one of the things that she does.
Cool.
There wasn't much trash today, really. This beach is fairly good. We've been to a couple where she picked up 9 bags within 100 yards. That's ridiculous.
Well, yeah, but it helps. So
What time's it getting to be?
it all
1:40.
All of it helps. Picking up
Yeah,
just whatever you can.
Yeah, hurting. I mean, anytime you can get a plane ride, just come on down, man. We'll find a place for you to stay.
Oh yeah, we'll get you hooked up, no worries. As long as you like cats.
Right? You like cats and dogs, man. We got a place for you to stay, no problem.
we can get you hooked up.
Yeah, yeah, it'd be nice to get you down here to Texas, especially this time of year when you're kind of just soaked in up there.
Yeah, come fishing for New Year's, man. Come celebrate Ralph's birthday with us.
Yeah, my birthday's the middle of next month. We're gonna try and come back down here for that.
Fly into Corpus, we'll pick you up.
All right, fly into Corpus, we'll pick you up. Oh, he says he's a cat man. All right, well, you got it all hooked up then. I got 2 big fat ones in the house, and she's got a couple in her house. I don't know if she saw a hit or what. I'm letting her do most of the fishing. She's having a great time, and I'm waiting on the big boy to go off. That'll be my time to shine. Cold, windy, and rainy? You really like that, or you're being sarcastic? Cold and rainy and gloomy just sucks. I don't care how you slice it. I mean, it's a little gloomy here today, but it's not cold or raining. I'm glad the sun's not out as bad as it was earlier. My feet were already getting burned. My ears are getting burned. I forgot to bring my hat that covers my ears. And my brilliance, I got my hair cut right before we came.
It's just the current messing with it.
Yeah. Something big enough to hit that one. We ought to know it. I hate cheap tint. This window came out of a parts car that I bought. mechanic lady was going to get parts in my car, and a truck passed her and threw a rock off the tire and broke out the side window.
And scared me half to
Scared the
death.
crap out of her. And it stayed in there because of the tent, and she tried to pull over to do whatever, and it blew out of there.
Yeah, it fell out on the side of the road.
Yeah, I was hoping you were being sarcastic because I wasn't sure I wanted to meet you anymore, man. Yeah, it is really depressing when it's like that day after day after day. It gets old really quick. Cold, rainy, windy, all that shit mixed together. It's not a good time. Yeah, it is not a good time of year when it's like that.
Oh, come on. You had a little bit of fun last time we went to Wyoming for Christmas.
Well, we went to Wyoming for Christmas in 22. That's where Cat's from. And
He was pretty sure I was trying to kill him.
it was minus 27 when we got out of the truck at the hotel in,
Without the wind chill.
in Thermopolis. And it was minus 45 with the wind chill. Well, the next day wasn't so bad. It was just, minus 10 or 20 or something. But no, not the wind wasn't as bad. So,
We were in Wyoming for 10 days and the high we saw was 12.
Yeah, the high we saw was 12 out of 10 days. And we went to the hot springs pools there where they have a pool outside. If they don't open it, I think if it's more than 10 below, I think, was their cutoff or something like that.
For the slide, yeah.
Oh, that's for the slide.
Yeah, that's just for the slide. The
Okay.
outdoor pool stays open up to like 23, 24.
Yeah, minus 10, I think, is what or maybe zeros when they shut the slide down. It's just,
It's
that cold to temperature and plastic and stuff, Yeah, I don't want to be there in the winter either, man, but the summers are beautiful. We went up there in 2020.
Don't
And,
get me wrong, I took him up Beartooth Pass so he saw snow in August.
yeah, she took me to stand on a glacier on the side of a mountain in August at about 10,000 feet. As I'm standing out there, I was probably 100 feet from the edge of this 1,000-foot cliff on solid ice. I walked off of good ground where you had good traction, and I walked over on solid ice with a 1,000+ foot drop, and I made a snowball out of what I could scratch up, chip up, and I'm like, man, should I really be chipping on this? And I threw a snowball at her.
That's what he did with his snow privileges, is he threw snowballs at me.
Yeah, I threw a snowball at her. It was so cold when we got to Thermopolis. There were 6 feet of snow everywhere on the side of the roads, but it was like talcum powder. It was like dust. It didn't stick together. It was just, you had to have a snow fight. Each one of you needs a shovel because it wouldn't stick together no matter what you did. "44 degrees, 10-mile-an-hour wind, and raining." Yeah, that sucks.
Well, I don't know. Hang on, let me go.
There's a lot of places in the U.S. that are beautiful to see and stuff, but I don't know about living there full time. Yeah, I bitch about the cold in Texas, but it ain't nothing like most people to deal with. I am not a cold person. And the older I get, the worse it is. I just don't want to go out when it's freaking cold. If she forces me to move to Wyoming, my shop will have to be attached to my house, and it will have to be at temperature before I walk out there in the morning. Yeah, I've never been in the cold like that in my life. My dad's, my dad was from up north in Wisconsin. That's where he grew up. And you know, he talked about -30 like it was, you know, an everyday occasion. And you know, as a kid living in South Texas, I thought that was crazy talk, you know. But sure enough, man, it gets that damn cold and people live there on purpose. I question her parents all the time about that. Yeah, I know it's beautiful, man. All that Washington and Oregon and Northern California even is all unbelievably beautiful. It's just I need to have myself positioned to where I can spend a month here and a month there and always hit the prime time weather and fishing. That's the end goal. I mean, really, is for us to just fish all the time. Try to make better videos. Yeah, we're gonna try to get paid to do this if we can, and hopefully off of YouTube a little bit someday, but mainly just the fishing tournaments and stuff. I'm gearing up hardcore. I quit drinking a couple of years ago, and man, I just had to have something to do with all that extra money. So I decided I was gonna go fishing. All right, guys. I'm getting impatient with this stuff now. I guess I need to go bait her up some more rods. Yeah, I don't know if I can go look at... I'd like to go look and see what time high tide is tonight. I think it's after 9 o'clock p.m. sometime. But it'll be not far outside my window at that time. I mean, you saw me move that rod holder. Look at that right now. I'm about to move it up another 50 feet. Alright, enough of the ding, ding, ding. My stuff's charged. Helps to have the lights charged before nighttime. Important thing to do. Well, alright guys, I'm gonna try and gear up here and kayak out another bait. I mean, if we're staying here tonight, I might as well have 2 baits out. Got a big red snapper on the one rod, and I've got tilapia. I guess I'll try tilapia on the other rod. Now I'm gonna go out about the same, about 400 yards. See how I feel when I get out there. All right, bud, I appreciate you coming in, boss. Come back later. We're gonna go, if we come off here, we're gonna go back live later. Especially if we get a fish on, we'll be live, brother. Be safe. I need to get my, I need a better camera mount, man. I gotta do something about taking better video and having this where I don't have to sit here the whole time. I like reading the comments and stuff though when we got people in here. I know during the work most everybody's working, and normally we are working also. But we busted our ass and worked overtime last week, and We really need a break. So, yeah. Everybody needs a little time off. Yeah, man, check back later. Like I said, if we go off of here, we'll come back later, do another live, hopefully catch a fish. Be safe at work, man. It's just about a perfect day here. I gotta get this camera set up somewhere where I don't have to hold it. I gotta rig up a couple of more rods and get her fishing harder. Oh, what a beautiful day. Oh, let me switch this around so I can tell where it's pointing. Man, I can't see. It's hell getting old, guys. We all got to do it, I guess. I mean, or at least we hope we all get old. But man, it's hell when you can't see. Maybe my camera's dirty. I don't know. I don't even know where it is. Oh, what happened? Yeah, there we go. That was weird. Yeah, I got to come up with a way to hold this camera. I need to do some stuff. Need to rig up this other rod, get her back casting, and I need to rig this rod. I need to rig the gold one and get it out before it gets too late and cools off. It's gonna get late and cool. I'm someone walk by there, shut that motherfucker when they see it. If I leave it open, I probably did, but people walk by it. Yeah, what would we do if we want to get some? I'll set y'all up here.
Bub. I love you.
Sorry about that. I don't think anybody's in there anyway, but I'll give it a camera. Hardin had to go back to work. Yeah, very cool.
How do you know where I got these?
I like it. I got the camera right there.
Oh, cool, that's alright.
So they're working. I've got a picture of you. This is back on the break. Next to this about her. The girl was working at the bar. She also served the hand out of the doors. I was the camera out the hand. I was wearing pink palm trees. Nobody. Now I'm glad I kept them. They're awkward though.
Yeah, I don't know if we got anybody back on here or not. Hurting had to go back to work. Like there is nobody in here, but we're just gonna. Because why not? We got this one ready. I can throw it or you can throw it, whatever you want to do.
You know how you like me.
Alright, we have got a 7-ounce stainless steel 3/32 wire. I need to put on my microphone. I'm going to do that here in a minute, guys. We'll see if y'all can tell in the video later where I put the microphone on. These weights stick like nobody's business. We've got a Daiwa BG 5000 reel on a 7-foot pin. Oh, what do they call this? 7-foot pin power.
Alright. Honestly, I suck at casting.
She's practicing. Right? Can't get good without practice. flip around the camera because nobody wants to look at me. Come on. Mechanic lady going out there to cast I got 2 pieces of whiting on a double drop drum leader with a 7-ounce spider weight. That's what I call them. Yeah, did okay. It got, whoa, yeah, no, we're good. We got slack line here on the big one, guys. Let me go check this. We don't like slack lines. We like tight lines. Slack line. We might have had somebody pick that bait up and drop it. Got a 24-ounce spider weight on this one. Let's ramp this up just a little more. Yeah, we got a 24-ounce weight on this one. This is 130-pound tight line, hollow core braid. There's 2 other colors on the reel. Each one is 500 yards each. I lost a little bit of the top shot last night. I've got 500 yards of 200-pound tight line on the top. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. Probably can't see it. Changing colors out there. But we've got a whole red snapper with fillets taken off of it, but the whole rest of the body on a 20-aught circle hook. And it's out there about 400 yards. We got pelicans working out there right where we've been dropping bait. And I don't know, it's a little slow today. It's the way it goes sometimes. Caught quite a few fish yesterday, caught some early today. Yeah. Mechanic lady's a little chilled. We got a little breeze here, probably not more than 10 miles an hour. It's probably 70 degrees. And it's beautiful. The water's about 65. Probably can't see it on the video unless you're on TV, but there's a whole bunch of birds out there about 300 yards. It's a hell of a view from up here. See miles. State park starts where these posts are here. No overnight camping or anything down there. It's all day use. So all those people will be gone tonight. All right, I'm gonna go down. Got my line tightened up. I've seen, we've probably got bait fish out there messing with it. There's some pretty loose skin and stuff on that red snapper. And somebody probably picked up the end of it or something. Moved it a little bit. It's still directly the same direction that we had it, so if they moved it, they didn't move it much. But that red snapper is what they say everybody's been catching them on around here. Yeah, the red snapper was a whole body. I mean, it was the whole body minus the fillets. I guess that the red snapper was probably 20 pounds when it was whole. Probably 10 pounds, 8 pounds maybe on the hook. Gonna take a decent shark. I was trying to downsize my bait, but that's what I had available. They didn't touch my little stingray last night. All night long, stingray sat out there on the ground, or on the bottom of the 600 yards out, and nothing touched it. So I stayed in closer today. We're only out there at about 400 yards on the big rod. All right, I gotta rig up. I gotta rig up another rod. mechanic lady wants to attempt to kayak it out.
Did he set you guys up here with me as entertainment? Not very good entertainment. Let's see. What do we got here? Hold on. I gotta get to where I can read the comments. Ugh. Yeah, hopefully they do. Well, we're working on it. So we're working on being safe. So, so. Alright. Get you guys all set back up for the ocean view. Then we'll go from there.
I get in the shade. Alright, still nobody up in there. That's cool. Some beach sounds and vibes because I can't see the picture. figure out for a while back in the late 80s when my girlfriend was walking here. She tastes like shit. I might as well. As soon as we broke up. Trying to cover that smell.
I'm gonna take you guys down here and show the sand fleas. So, 'cause there are so many. Okay, so every little like hole like this is a sand flea, and so like they're kind of like grub worms. And you gotta have like a kind of a special tool to suck them out, or a rake to get them out of there. Everywhere, like you can see all of the little holes. And I mean, they're just everywhere today. It's crazy. Like, don't get me wrong, it's really cool. And like, there's a lot of people that collect them and use them for bait for, I don't even know what fish, honestly. So, because I am not a fish person. So yeah, I am the fisherman that really doesn't like fish. So I eat fish about once or twice a year just to remind myself that I don't like fish. And so, I don't know. I haven't had a whole lot of sea fish because, like I said, I grew up up north, where it's freshwater. So I like seafood. So I like shrimp and crab and lobster and all of that kind of good jazz. So I'm kind of hoping that some of the sea fish I actually like.
Yeah, my brother.
So we shall see, though, because I'm not 100% on that. But it's going to be good. So, all right, I'm going to get you guys set up so you can watch the surf again. So,
He does do AI training.
there you go. Got the surf.
Shit, I went down there. All AI, and that's what I'm invested in. Better than it. All of my silver and gold stocks that I got into several years ago, that I was about to get my boat on, up 300%. I was waiting on the gold money stock to get back to 40 from the selling to get back. It went up to 187. Yeah, like, yeah, I'll get it. And I've been picking the ones that pay me every month. And some of them pay every 3 months. I've been trying to get the every month. bait like that. Try to see something big. Thank you. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Woo. It's keyhole cold. Let's see. Who we got in here? Got one viewer going.
Fish didn't make it to the bottom to start.
Enjoyed the surf. I sure am.
I don't think you want to try it without the bait and then come back and do it again. I think it'll be better.
guys are going to be with me for my first ever kayak out. I have kayaked in the river. I have never kayaked in the ocean, so this ought to be entertaining at the very least. And this seashell too. It's just very cool.
hides are sure for me. Get real up, that just don't matter. Alright, let's see here. Mechanic lady has been wanting to try and kayak out of bait. It's not easy. At all. She is gonna give it a shot though. I'll free that spool up, see if she can get any. I can't tell, she's got the paddle upside down, I can tell that. She's not gonna make it like that. This is not for the faint of heart, guys. She's gonna have to get out and get started again, and I can't. Oh yeah, I can. I forgot my walkie-talkie. Sorry guys, let me go get my walkie-talkie. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see anything. Let me go get my walkie-talkie, I forgot it. Pointed in the right direction, except she needs to go farther right. Angle right. Paddle twice on the left side, so you'll go to the right. Paddle, you gotta get turned to the right. She needs to come back. You want to come back and let me do it? Okay, I can't be up here and down there at the same time, guys. I can't be up here and down there. She's yucking going. Babe! Stop! God. Sorry, guys. I can't. You need to get out.
top 5 things I've seen this dog do. Just now when you yelled, kind of sounded distressed, he called ass. I was like, that's fucking cool, man. I think you said, fuck this or something. I don't know what you said, but my dog was like, I'm on it. The coolest thing I've seen. Hey, story of my life. We were in